Here's a New Ray tow truck record, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go with somewhere around 43rd scale on this. I'll show you. I'll give you a size comparison in a second. Anyway, this is made by New Ray. Front of this is diecast. The whole cab and everything's diecast on this. Mirrors and grills. Some of the appointments in the front are appointments. That sounded fancy. Anyway, some of the are plastic in the front. The tanks and stuff are plastic. Gas tank steps and stuff are plastic. Grab handles and all. Rear of the truck is plastic. The box of it, I'm going to call it that, the record bed. Plastic on the back. These pieces do articulate. Raise this up. You can see these move, so you can put a car on there to tow. This does extend. And these here hooks will also pull and retract, so you can use those to hook to your car, whatever you're towing. Anyway, these pieces do fold as well. Did some painting on this. Got painted the bumper silver. Said they were all plastic, white plastic, so painted that. Cab blacked it out. Used some orange paint to do the cab lights. Record bed, the extruded aluminum plate. I went ahead and went with aluminum paint on it and make it a little bit more realistic. Got a little bit of paint there on the tire, which I will clean up. Underneath, I did some painting as well. You can see the gas tanks and all are aluminum paint, and then also the drive shaft and everything's painted as well. Underneath the record bed and all flat black. Again, it was all white plastic, so I went with flat black on it to make it a little bit more realistic. As far as the reds losing, yes, they are. You can hear that on the radio. Sorry about that. Painted the rims as well. They were white plastic. Went ahead with aluminum paint on those. This does have a battery tucked away up under the front here to power all the lighting. I'll turn this on. You have yellow strobes in the front bumper. Steady white headlights, a yellow rooftop, or not really rooftop, but anyway, light bar. It does have some strobe patterns. There are some patterns to it, random strobe, and then also a simultaneous flash, and then they go back to the random strobe there. The rear, minimum lighting on the back, just steady red tail lights in the rear of it. So anyway, there you have it. As far as size on this goes, again, I want to give it more of a 43rd scale. Here are a couple comparisons. Here's a 32nd scale Dodge Charger. And you can see in the front end of it, Charger's almost as wide as the truck is. So I'm definitely not going to go with 32nd. Here's a 43rd scale Crown Vic. Looks a little bit more to the size of it. Show the rear end of it. A little bit closer to 43rd probably than 32nd. Here it is as if it were being towed. Get an idea maybe with it sitting behind it, kind of what size we're looking at. So anyway, set it on there. Ta-da! Alright, anyway, 43rd scale, somewhere in that area, probably be displayed with 32nd. 43rd probably a little bit more its size. So anyway, strobe light bar, steady headlights, strobes in the front bumper. See those again? And in the rear, only steady tail lights. Of course, you can see the light bar from the rear. See it a little bit better that way. There we go. Thanks for looking. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned it or not. The mirror has been repaired on this. It may break in shipping. Don't know. If it does, a little bit of glue to hold it back on. I can't remember if I mentioned that at the first of the video or not. So, anyway, there you have it. Still turned out pretty nice. Very nice looking truck. Displays well. So, thanks for looking.